ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين في الرقاب وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والمؤفون بعهدهم إذا عاهدوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك المنفقون. Madam President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. I wish to congratulate Her Excellency Annalena Baerbock on assuming the presidency of the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly. I also commend Secretary General Antonio Guterres for his bold leadership of the United Nations in testing times. Ladies and gentlemen, our world is more complex today than ever before. Conflicts are intensifying, international law is being brazenly violated, humanitarian crises are multiplying, terrorism remains a potent threat, disinformation and fake news undermine trust, climate change threatens our very survival, and more so countries like Pakistan. Today, multilateralism is no more an option, it is need of the hour. Excellencies, Pakistan's foreign policy, guided by the vision of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, is based on peace, mutual respect and cooperation. We believe in the peaceful settlement of disputes through dialogue and diplomacy. Last year, from this very podium, I had warned that Pakistan would act most decisively against any external aggression. Those words of mine proved true. I hope it didn't. But then that is destiny. When in May this year, my country confronted unprovoked aggression from our eastern front, the enemy came shrouded in arrogance. We sent them back in humiliation, delivering our bloody nose. Excellencies, India sought to extract political gains from a human tragedy by spurning my sincere offer of an independent international investigation into the Pahalgam incident. Instead, it attacked our cities and targeted our innocent civilians. When our territorial integrity and national security were violated, our response was in accordance with the right of self-defense under Article 51 of United Nations Charter. Our valiant armed forces, under the stellar leadership of Field Marshal Syed Asim Munir, mounted an operation of stunning professionalism, bravery and acumen, repulsing the enemy's attack under Air Chief Marshal Zahir Babar Sidhu. Our falcons took flight and etched their answer across the skies, resulting in 7 of the Indian jets turned to scrap and dust. A decisive response. A decisive response to the aggressor that will echo through the annals of history. To the
वज़ीर-ए-आज़म शहबाज शरीफ अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा जनरल असम्बली के 80वें इजलास से खिताब कर रहे हैं। वज़ीर-ए-आज़म शहबाज शरीफ ने कहा कि दहशतगर्दी दुनिया के लिए एक संगीन ख़तरा बन चुकी है।
A decisive response to the aggressor that will echo through the annals of history. To the fearless architects of this victory, to every officer and soldier, heirs of our martyrs, their names are forever engraved in glory. To the mothers of our martyrs, their courage guides our path forward, and their sacrifice shall never be in vain, inshallah, God willing. And to every Pakistani, you stood as one unbreakable wall, a bunyanum marsus. Excellencies, though in a position of strength, Pakistan agreed to a ceasefire facilitated by President Donald Trump's bold and visionary leadership. We express our deep appreciation to him and his team for their active role in bringing about the ceasefire. President Trump's efforts for peace helped avert a more threatening war in South Asia. Had he not intervened timely and decisively, the consequences of a full-fledged war would have been catastrophic. Who would have lived to tell what happened? And therefore, in recognition of President Trump's wonderful and outstanding contribution to promote peace in our part of the world, Pakistan nominated him for Nobel Peace Prize. And I think this is the least we could do for his love for peace. And I think truly he's a man of peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we're also grateful to our friends and partners, including China, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Azerbaijan, Iran, UAE, and of course, UN Secretary General for extending their diplomatic support to Pakistan at this crucial time. Excellencies, we have won the war.